everybody. My name is Ralph, and I'm here to tell you a story today about a saint. Saints are very special men and women whom God has given gifts, a little like superpowers. The name of the saint I'm going to tell you about is Saint Francis. Look, I've got something for you here. This is a rough wooden statue of Saint Francis. These are made by people in Spain and Mexico to help remind them, kind of give them an example of how they can live their lives better. These statues are called bultos in Spanish. Now, you may have never heard of St. Francis, but I'll bet you might have heard about the big city in this country that's named for him, San Francisco. San Francisco is how people say St. Francis in Spanish. San Francisco. This week's affirmation, the phrase I'd like you to remember is, I wish only blessings for you and all creatures. The words mean, I hope only good things happen to you. Isn't that lovely? I want you to see if you can remember the phrase, and we can all say it together again at the end of the story. Francis was born to wealthy parents and lived a comfortable life in Assisi, Italy. But when he was a young man, he felt a great love for God in his heart, and he left his life of comfort in the city. He lived in the country, just as Jesus did, without any possessions. Wearing just a simple robe, he sang to God, and some people thought he was crazy. Soon, however, there were others who wanted to live with him in the forest, and they called each other brother. Brother Francis taught them about seeing God in all people and all creatures of the forest. He called the birds and the animals brother and sister as well, because he felt the same love for them as he did for his closest friends. Francis would talk to the birds and sing to Brother Sun and Sister Moon with great joy. And that's why we have birds on this statue of St. Francis. Here's a little bird that's flying around. He's going to come back to St. Francis's bowl. Don't you imagine there's birdseed in the bowl? And look, there's another bird on his shoulder. During his travels through the country of Italy, he learned of a large and vicious wolf that was terrifying the people of the town of Gubbio. The wolf would attack the people of the town when they went to work in the fields, and everyone was afraid to leave their homes. No one could even let their children play outside. A little bit like the pandemic, isn't it? Brother Francis decided he would help, and he asked the town folks where the wolf lived. They were amazed and sure that he would be killed, but they showed him the direction of the evil wolf's lair. How could a simple monk, without a weapon or any way of protecting himself, do anything about the beast that forced an entire town into hiding? The huge animal could hear St. Francis coming down the path, and it rushed out to meet him with teeth bared and its hair standing on end and its muscles tensed, ready to pounce on poor St. Francis. But St. Francis did not run in fear. or attack with anger. He calmly made the sign of the cross and spoke kindly to the wolf. "Come here, brother wolf, in the name of the Lord." The wolf immediately stopped and lay down at the feet of the saint, like a friendly dog would. Francis then spoke to the wolf and told it to stop frightening the villagers. "You must promise to stop all the killing, and I will ask the people of Gubbio to feed you until the end of your days. Do you agree?" The wolf nodded his head as if to say, "Yes, I agree." And he even walked beside St. Francis as he came into the village. You can imagine the people were amazed at how this vicious wolf was so friendly as a dog with St. Francis. St. Francis said to the wolf in front of the villagers, "You will not attack the people in this village anymore as long as the people feed you every day until the end of your life." The wolf nodded his head again and even put his paw on St. Francis's hand in order to say, yes, he agreed that he would not attack the people. When Brother Francis left the little town of Gubbio, the wolf stayed. It would go door to door for food, and people grew accustomed to seeing the friendly wolf about the town. They lived together as brothers until the end of the wolf's days, just as St. Francis had said. Now, that's the end of the story. Do you remember the affirmation I told you at the beginning of the story? I said, "I wish only blessings for you and all creatures." Let's say it together, okay? I wish only blessings for you and all creatures. Bye now. Bye, St. Francis.